EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo. Thanks for joining us here today in La Quinta, California. Beautiful spot. We're at the Career Builder Challenge. Frank, what do we have out here today?
Par 72, every inch of this golf course is going to extract the best out of your game, because if you don't play your best, you will struggle. Anything in the 60s, something to be proud of.
Teeing off to start the round here at PGA West. This first hole is a 445-yard par 4. Frank, walk us through the first tee shot.
Only the longest hitters won't hit driver down here, Rich. 3-wood at that bunker if you are really, really long. Otherwise, sort of try and squeeze that driver down the left side. Shorten this hole up a little bit because it plays every inch of that 450 yards.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway.
Oh, beautiful swing, and the result is every bit as good.
Getting set to play the second shot here at the first hole.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green.
This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough. You have to think he'll be happy with that, given that it looked like it was headed right for the rough.
Yeah, it looked like that was the only place it was going to finish. But, well, it's a little bit unexplainable. Let's see what he does from here now. Lucky break.
Frank did the prudent thing there, didn't he?
Yeah. In the end, really, you could have turned that into a disaster. Instead, actually a good chance, really, to perhaps get away with par.
Frank, how about that?
Well, can you believe that, too? I mean, could have hit the flag and bounced away instead. Straight in. Amazing shot. And really deserves it.
Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. One under early in the round. This is the strength of his game, putting. Ian Poulter set to go. Good putt, and now 1 under par. Getting set now over the putt. Good work right there. He'll settle for par.
Frank, this is a nice-looking hole. Not long, only 371 yards, but challenging in its own way.
It is challenging. The best approach here really is a conservative tee shot to set up an aggressive second.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. That one is going to end up in the rough.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck? What a great shot.
All right, Frank, what's the player looking at here on the second hole with the approach shot?
Well, Rich, notice the bunker that cuts into the green on the left side. It turns it into a crescent-shaped green. So really there's 3 distinct sections, the one in the back, the one in the middle, and the front. Just be very wary of where the flag is here.
Get down. Look out.
It's over. The green.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Good looking shot right here.
Well, that's how you play the game. Right there. Second shot. Good look at the green. Moving a little to the right of the flagstick.
Now getting ready for the approach shot here at hole number 2.
He'll need to be strong with this. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
-1 in the early going. Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. Good score going, now at 2 under par. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Steady, solid, and at 1 under par right now. He has this for par. -1 for the day.
Frank, 100 yards longer than the second hole. The third, 471 yards. What do you think of this hole?
This is totally different to the previous hole. Driver should come out of the bag here, and if you can take that first bunker out of play, which is around that 285, 290 yard mark, you can start to shorten this hole up a little bit. And, well, the longest hitters, they still might even get a short iron in hand.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
Frank, what's the best way to get at this hole location here at number 3?
If there's a desired shot pattern, it's a little draw off the tee and a little draw in. And the reason why, if you look at the shape of that green, it's on a 45-degree angle to the left. So it really does suit a shot coming in from the right.
That's well played. Oh, good look at birdie. Yardage book says 140, second shot.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Well, we've got about 135 yards left.
Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. Staring at a 125-yard shot now. Frank, through the years, we have seen countless what we would call good ball strikers, great swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if your driving is off or if your iron play is off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the difference. So when you set foot on the first tee, you've also got to be aware of, what if my driver doesn't go as well as I would like to, or my iron play isn't as sharp? Can I still compete?
So they can turn 74 into a 71.
That's right. And at the end of a 4-day tournament, the 71 doesn't look so bad, even if somebody shot 65 that day. Remember, as you know, and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day, but they don't play bad.
Golf tournaments aren't 100-yard sprints, they're marathons. Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I'd say a little lucky that it went in, but it was always going to be close.
Spieth has this for par. To -2 early in the round. Solid par to remain 1 under. This one just requires a little bit of focus. He'll take par and move on. Frank, we're not at the beach. We're in the California desert, but I'm staring at plenty of sand right here.
Yeah, looks can be deceiving here. This is where somehow you do have to focus on exactly where they put the flag, and that's on the green stuff. Green is 36 paces deep. If you can just focus on that and don't let Pete Dye's sort of weirdness with all that snaking bunkers left and right, then just try and approach it as a straightforward par 3. I know it's easy to say, hard to do.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Well, that's all you want right there. Just lag it down. Don't get too crazy. And now just to tap in left. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking him for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
Nice par to remain 1 under. Just a couple of feet. That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. Settles in over the putt. Has his par. Just a tap in to finish the hole. And with that, 1 under par. Well, here we are at the 5th hole, a 535-yard par 5 for the long-hitting professionals. Frank, certainly not a long test. What is the challenge here on this hole?
It's another example of great design by Pete Dye. He'll give you the trouble on the left on the tee shot, and then he moves the trouble to the right on the second shot. It's going to get you one way or the other.
Excellent looking shot here.
I tell you, there's long and long, and that with a little bit of breeze behind, it's long.
He rode the wind there to payday. He's going to have a good look coming up. And that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards. his second shot here at the par 5. This is a good-looking shot. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline. Hazard.
Maybe wet. So toweled off, dried off, and ready to go.
Yeah, let's hope this swing he hasn't still got the floaties on.
So this is his 4th shot after the last one found the water.
Yeah, it's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole.
So, Frank, he'll take a drop here.
Yeah, he'll take his medicine, take his penalty shot. The hole's not over yet.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Filling it up today. Beautiful putt. 14 feet to the hole. Good putt and a good move. Now to 4 under. He'll need to be strong with this. So, drop the shot after ending up in the water on that recent miscue. Number 7, and nothing lucky about this one, Frank. After hitting it in the water.
Really starting to get away from the player right now, and this is, you can just see, starting to implode.
A round-changing eagle try for Ian Poulter. These putts keep the round together. A disastrous triple bogey attempt here. Frank, this is where you want to step away from the controller for just a second.
Yeah, good. Mr. Good just met Mr. Bad.
-1 for the day.
Frank, a long par 3 here at the 6th, 255 yards. Club selection obviously is crucial.
Yeah, and length is very important here. Something that can fly high and land soft is obviously going to make that green play a little bit bigger. If you get a breeze off the right or left to right into, this hole becomes very challenging.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. On the green, and a chance for birdie. Not looking good, Frank.
I think it's wet.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Bang, right in the back of the cup, Frank.
Unbelievable.
Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under par. They'll take it. That's a par. Keeps the momentum going with that putt. Stays at 3 under. One over for the day. Frank, this is like a big water park here at PGA West. We saw it at the 6th, and here again at the 7th, a challenging par 4, 346 yards.
I've never, ever seen anyone try and drive this green. So it's just a layup. You see the bunker down there in the distance. That really is the stop sign. So something that's short of that, but really what I prefer is try and lay up on a nice number. Something that you got a full shot in, whether that be a 9-iron or an 8-iron or a wedge. You'd like to have a full club in here.
Frank, it hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
Yeah, you wonder what he's thinking on that.
Tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon.
Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed. There's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. Pretty good stroke right there, just hit it through the break.
Well, it's that sort of distance. If it goes in, it's a bonus.
Goodness, Frank, that is painful.
Oh, yeah, that's the... You'd rather miss the hole at times, wouldn't you?
Oh, I thought he had that. Good try, just didn't quite read the break, Frank.
It shouldn't be a problem, you'd think, cleaning up here for par.
Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Nothing wrong with that par putt. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Did the job right there. This would give him the par. Nice par to remain 3 under. Just a little tap in here. Has it. Now the second par 5 on this opening 9 here at PGA West. Frank, what are we looking at?
The bunker down the right side gives you that optical illusion because it sort of has that curvy edge to it, plus it sort of moves its way to that right side, and then you notice there's a bunker on the left that sneaks in on the left side. So this isn't just sort of blaze away off the tee. It still requires a good straight tee shot. If you do err a little bit, then you've got to be very cognizant of the bunkers up on the left side as you get closer to the green.
Tugged that one a little bit offline to the left, and he'll pay a bit of a price because that rough is fairly thick.
Nice.
Looks good.
That one is just a little offline, and that will not end up in the fairway. That was just a beautiful drive. He hit it solid and right in the middle.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
Oh, that's off the beaten track. You've got 5 minutes to find it.
Frank, what's the best way to get at the golf ball when it's sitting down just a bit in the rough?
You have to accept the fact, first and foremost, that you're not going to get clean contacts. You have to decide whether the ball's going to come out short or it's going to fly. Because very rarely will it come out the normal distance of what you hit on the fairway. So if it's a little thin and wispy, chances are it might fly. If it's nestled down, you're going to have to take at least another club.
Frank made this hole just a little bit harder hitting it into the rough.
I would say a lot harder.
Frank, this one's offline.
There's rough and thick stuff over there.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in.
This one is definitely heading left. Looks like it is going to end up in the rough. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game. Really, this is an awkward length.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Good score going, now at 2 under par. And getting ready for the putt. So with that, the score is now at even par. This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. Yeah, here we go. Starting to roll now. 4 under with that birdie. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall.
Finishing out the front 9 with a pretty difficult par 4. Again, water down that right side.
Beautiful looking shot right here.
paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Oh, look out, Frank. Where's this one headed?
This is definitely rough, Rich, off the tee.
Good contact, good result. Ian Poulter is red hot today, Frank.
Just blitzing it. It's been a great exhibition of attitude and game.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. Just an incredible shot. That is a very makeable putt after a great approach. Well played.
Rich, with a lie like that on the rough, you're going to get too much grass between club face and ball. You're going to have to adjust for that and at least take a club or two more.
Player really needs to be dialed in here. This approach shot is not easy by any stretch here at the 9th. Not a gimme, but well within his range. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle. Even par, currently.
Wow, touch of a locksmith out there, making everything.
Yeah, and the result, yet another birdie, too. Totally in command.
That's a birdie for McIlroy. He's just so explosive. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Clean this up with a tap. Good work right there. He'll settle for par. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
We moved that one out there, but he is not going to like the lie.
That moved down in the rough.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Nothing to argue about there, right in the fairway. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot.
This is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. Let's see if he does it here.
Well, this one is offline just a bit. Look out. That one is going to end up in the rough.
Oh, and it gets a good kick. It's only in the first cut.
Not too
That's
bad.
not too bad.
Frank, I like the way he sort of starts his swing a little bit on the outside and then drops it right on plane.
Well, there's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Cody try up next. Ready to go now on the approach shot here at this par 4 10th. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
He'll need to be strong with this. Not in the fairway, but not too bad. Just in that first cut. Yes, he's holed it, Frank.
Unbelievable. From that distance.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Putt for par. He needs one. In for par, and will sit tight at 4 under. One under for the round. Did the job right there. Now at the long par 5 11th. They call it eternity with good reason. It is 617 yards. Frank, what's the game plan here?
Hit it as long as you can, hopefully only a couple of times, and you can get fairly close to this green. Little pitch up there, but even if you go for this green or try and get close, that's when you start to notice the water that comes in on the left side. So you can't just bash away. Might only be a couple of bunkers in play off the tee, but they have to be avoided.
Excellent looking shot here. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. This becomes a different kind of battle out there today with these strong, gusty winds. Players will have to think. They'll have to take extra club. And this will not be easy. Oh, look out. This could be wet, Frank.
It's heading toward...
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
So this is his fourth shot after the last one found the water.
Yeah, it's not all over, but right now, too, he's staring down the barrel of a very bad hole. See that bit where they mow? That's fairway. Try and get it in there.
He's going to have to find something, Frank, other than the rough.
Yeah, there's hitting it right and there's hitting it left, but when you've got to go out of both barrels, the game becomes hard.
Poulter now, third shot. Birdie attempt coming up for Ian. Frank, this is one you don't practice, but sometimes you have to do it. Time for the drop.
Yeah, it should be the easiest shot in golf. You've just paid for it.
Set to go. Not an easy shot by any means. Poulter has a history of getting on runs. He can light it up with a putter. Here's a birdie putt. Oh, what a putt from long distance, bottom of the barrel.
This is an awkward length.
Continues to putt beautifully. Settles in over the putt. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie. And what a day it's been. Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now the par 4 12th, only 363 yards. But Frank, it is intricate. There's a lot involved, isn't there, in playing a hole like this?
Yeah, I think this is where you have to work out, which clubs do you hit the best? Are you better with a 9 on? Are you better with a wedge? Because that's the distance you want to hit it to. That's how you can be aggressive, even when you're laying up. What a great shot.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That one was struck solid, about 290. Frank, the skins game was played at PGA West Stadium course many years ago. In 1987, Lee Trevino did something that really stood out. With a lot of fun.
Yeah, to make a hole-in-one anywhere is obviously something to be remembered. But when you do it on TV, national TV, and on a hole like 17, Alcatraz, all the way across the water, everybody complained about how hard the golf course was, and Trevino gives it that little bang, little cut, bang, in it goes, one. Trevino could play any golf course, no matter how hard it was.
It was a one that was worth 175,000, $175,000. That won him the carryover skin in the skins game. That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there. This is definitely not going down the fairway.
It doesn't look good. I think it's going to be in the deep rough.
Rich, there's rough and rough. That ball is needle nose down.
Can't even see it from here.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Well, he'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Yeah, swing didn't quite look right on that one. Oh, nice strike, Rich. Not quite directly in line with the flag.
Just drifting a bit to the right, but he'll settle. That's a beautiful shot, and that sets him up for a really easy putt.
Safely on deck.
So yet another short iron shot into a par 4 here at the 12th. Either misjudged the win or simply just pulled the wrong club, Frank.
Going to take some skill now.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Getting set now over the putt. Get in. Yes, good putt. Jordan Spieth for par. Nice par to remain 1 under. It's a very makeable putt here. He is currently 5 under for his round. Has his par. Shouldn't be a problem here. 8 under par for the round. Tricky par 3 here, the 13th, 214 yards. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot.
This is not heading in the right direction.
No, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. With that ball nestled down just a bit in that heavy rough. I like the looks of this one. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Setting up here in the rough. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
How does that not go in?
Amazing. Stroke looked good. Line looked good. Just did not take that final break.
Routine stuff for Rory, that's a par. And getting ready for the putt. Just has the feel today. This for Jordan Spieth's birdie. Good score going, now at 2 under par. Good chance here. Currently at 5 under par. Has it for par, stays at -5. 14th hole, par 4 of 389 yards. It is short, but Frank, there is some danger lurking along the way.
Yeah, most of it's sand. Two options really. Poke it down that left side, let it run down there like a bowling alley. Either that or take that bunker completely out of play, 290, 300-yard category, and get it down there where it's just a flick wedge.
Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
Well, it looks as though they're going to need to use all their strength to sort of hack it out of that rough, missing it off the tee here. Frank, better than we thought it was going to be.
Yeah, that looked like it was headed for that thick stuff the whole way, but a little fortunate. But then I guess you're allowed that in this game.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
contact, good result. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Get down. Lay down. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second. Frank, is this one going to be okay?
Yeah, just a little right. Seemed like good contact.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. All right, partner, walk us through this approach shot here at the 14th.
You have to respect the back of the screen as it starts to narrow up. The widest part of the screen is the front. The advantage of that, though, if you do leave it a little bit shorter, you are putting uphill.
They'll need to be strong with this. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
You'd like that one again.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
And this will be a 5-foot putt here. So makes the putt, and now at -6. Over the putt, this is Jordan Spieth. Count that. That's a birdie. Could use this one. This is for par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. 6 under on the day. Now at the 15th, par 4, 468 yards. It is nicknamed Turning Home as we are making our way towards the close of this round. Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
That's an absolute tracer right there. In the fairway and well over 320 yards. A little shaky behind the wheel today, Frank.
Oh, shaky? Maybe put both hands on it. Rich, do you think we should tell him this fairway out there?
Yeah, he's been in the rough all day long.
Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Frank, this one is right and is wrong.
Yeah, it was a little over-ambitious.
Second shot coming out of the rough here. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot.
Great shot out of the rough. He avoided all the troubles just to get that on the green.
That was not an easy shot. He'll settle. See what they do now with this second shot at hole number 15. Just a bit offline here, Frank, but not too bad.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the wind or just the lie there. Should be okay.
Ball sitting down here in the rough. He's digging in. Getting set now over the putt. Oh, so close. Struggling a bit with the flat stick and a drop shot here at the 15th hole. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either.
Now putt for par.
11 feet away. Well, not going to be too happy with that one. This would be a huge momentum swing. This one's for birdie. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count, and that is 9 under for the day. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Now at 5 under for the round. Well, you can see it there. Feels very good about what he's doing. That's a nice par putt. Stays at 6 under. Here we go now. The final par 5 of the day, Frank.
Yeah, decision on how much you bite off here. If you play the ball to the right, then it's going to play its full 600 yards. But if you can take it in a direct line at that green, you're going to chew off a little bit of yardage. But you have to be able to carry that bunker.
And through the years, a lot of excitement here at this par 5 16th. Like the looks of this one.
Oh, yeah. That club must have melted after that one.
I mean, that is a monster hit right there. He carried that more than 350 yards.
Second shot.
That was just a gutsy shot right there, and a good look at Eagle coming up. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Pretty good effort right there. Let's see if Spieth can get the round going, get the crowd going here. This one would do it. It's for eagle. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Shouldn't be a problem here. Moves to -8. Looking to make a move. This putt for birdie. Jordan Spieth can really roll it. Has good feel. Let's see what he does with this putt. -3 now for the round. In for par. Good round going at 6 under. Now to the signature par 3. It only plays 168 yards from the tips. But the tee sits up high and the wind can blow, and a lot can happen here. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side.
Repetitive is often what sounds boring. This is just shot after shot, and it's anything other than that. Spectacular.
This is looking really good. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Second shot coming out of the rough here.
This for Jordan Spieth's birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole. How did that not go in?
Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Well, that hurts. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. That's a nice confidence builder right there. You make those for par, and you keep things steady. 3 under on the day. Nudge this one home, finish it up. Did the job right there. Well, here we are at 18. It's a par 4, only 439 yards, but again, we've said it all day long. Water to deal with.
It's a great driving hole here, Rich. You don't necessarily have to hit driver. There's 3 groups of bunkers that are really in play off the tee shot. It's the one in the middle. It's around 290 yards. That's the one you really have to focus on. For stronger players, there's nothing wrong with hitting 3-wood off the tee there. You're still only going to have a shot of 150, 160 yards. Whichever way you look at it, it's something that you think you can find the fairway with. What a great shot. Oh, that's fine.
Frank, these days golfers are training like high-level athletes from other sports. Rory McIlroy, for example, has been using a guy by the name of Steve McGregor, who happened to be the trainer for the New York Knicks of the NBA.
And part of his training now is high altitude. The majority of the medal holders, for example, in the Olympics, or medal winners in the Olympics, actually use high altitude training. You know, you can develop more red blood cells in a shorter period of time. But, golf with...
Good news is, was able to retrieve the golf ball.
Yeah, on dry land, and can he carry it this time, though?
Third shot now, after the last one found the deep blue.
Yeah, you can still minimize the damage here. It's only one bad shot that you got punished for.
Let's see what McIlroy does now with his second.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Frank, one last critical approach shot here at 18.
Well, if we see someone left of this flag that's not in the water, they've pulled their second shot.
Offline, and I think that one's headed for the rough. Pretty good result right there, considering...
It looked rough all the way.
Exactly.
Rich, really did.
120 yards. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Settles in over the putt. I was fooled a little bit on that one, Frank. Poulter for bogey. I thought that was in.
Yeah, it looked good. I mean, line, pace. It's hard to be critical of that.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. There you go, 68 for the day. Just 5 feet left. Par for McIlroy, but you're just waiting for that moment when he hits that accelerator and pulls away. Workmanlike hole, he walks away with a par. Just a tap in to finish the hole. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really, just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.